Are we moving?
So beautiful.
Are we moving?
So weird. The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone who's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.
Ecclesiastes 7:9. Be not quick in your spirit to become angry, for anger lodges in the hearts of fools. Ecclesiastes 7:9. Father, we're so thankful to be home. We thank you for protecting us all along our way. We thank you for those who were patient with us while we were gone. And we thank you that there were no real injuries during the World Series tournaments. Father, we pray your hand over this. We thank you. First of all, just thank you for keeping your hand over this nation. Lord, let people not be quick to react from the smallest situation to the largest situation, because we know that in that is where the devil likes to play and likes to push and likes to pry people apart and cause division. And we know that you're not about that, and you're not about chaos. And we thank you, Father, for that. We thank you for your protection. We thank you just for everyone that's here tonight. We're just glad to be back, and we love you. In Jesus' name, amen. We have a monsoon going over here on this side. We have a fan, so we're hoping that you guys can hear us okay if we leave this fan on. Can you let us know if you're hearing us all right?
So that was a different prayer tonight than what I expected.
Yeah.
I was expecting like internal predators and things like that about what's going on. But I guess something else is going on with other people or something. But we hope things work out with other people. But we got 4 Facebook group pages.
Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, Antlers and Surrounding Areas. We have the Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman and Son Center and Database, the Predator Bigfoot and Spiritual Warriors Path, and the Lead Tracker E pages on Facebook. And then we also have the Lead Tracker E YouTube page. Our channel.
Oh, look, this is what I did today.
That looks nice.
Good
show job.
You that today.
That looks great. We also have our book, The Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path, by the same name as our DVD. And never mind. I'm hot. Go ahead.
Also, the new book, Predator Bigfoot and Spiritual Warrior's Path, is on Amazon, but you can also order it through here. I don't think I put the Cash App link, but actually it's going across the screen, so you can use that to order an autographed copy. Also, we have the Bigfoot documentary, and here is one of the DVDs, and we actually thought that we were out, and a gentleman ordered one. He's actually close enough for us to deliver, so hopefully we can maybe get with him, because he may be having activity, but he did want the DVD, and we lowered it, so we're actually going to be sending you the autographed copy plus the DVD. And you never know, we're so close, we may be able to meet you and hand deliver it. Hopefully we can, and we know that you watch the channel, and we're glad that you do.
We didn't know that we had one more copy sitting here waiting for you.
We sure did.
We got home and found it. We didn't even know we still had it.
Which also takes us to the Bigfoot documentary. It's a Blu-ray DVD. It's called The Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch Antlers and Surrounding Areas. $55. But this is a DVD that actually goes with the book. I mean, there's information in the book and there's information in the DVD, but the DVD actually shows you where we went and what we look for and what you're going to see. It also has Bigfoots in here. Also, if you've seen the DVD, you know about the one in the tree that we took about 2.5 hours until it started moving. So these things are patient. We take you into a lot of their traps and places like that. Places we don't recommend anyone going unless you know what you're doing. And I've seen a lot of, well, actually, I used to see a lot of other people and channels doing some things that we wouldn't do out there. The whooping, the calling, knocking, all that stuff. You're just alerting predators to your presence, even though they already know that you're there. You're just acting a fool out there doing things like that. But we also have tracking miracles and encounters. This is a segment on Lead Tracker E's Facebook, email, YouTube page. She has tracking miracles and encounters, and that's where we look at God's hand and orchestration and divine intervention on making sure that we're safe and that we make it. Just having the trust in God to get us through what we're going through. And He's always promised to be there through thick and thin. Doesn't matter. He'll always be there, but you're the one that has to decide on whether you want the guarantee or you want the promise. Uh, and like Jesus said, either you are or you aren't. So on the Tracking Miracles and Encounters, we show how God orchestrates to get us through and that we're still here today. There's been many people who's been interviewed with this segment. It's where a lot of people has turned to God, especially right after or right before, and it gave them the guarantee to be here today. And they will tell you about their stories and how everything is orchestrated on that segment. Also, we have Standing Feather Stories.
Those are by Jerry Leadhorse Williams, where we sit and catch up on the history of. It's really the story it's behind the stories of how we came by the knowledge that we have and that we share, the information that's in the book and our DVD plus experiences since then. But the Standing Feather Stories, Jerry was the last man standing at Standing Rock, and that was the first story we started with because that was just fascinating to me that we don't get the real news that's hidden. We all know this by now, and these are the backstories behind the scenes of major events throughout our country and even the world. And it's just fascinating to hear the things that have been done, the tactics that are used to deceive people, and it's just very, very interesting series. And we will be catching up with more of those too. It's just a matter of enough hours in the day, really. We got a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
So, but we have a lot more stories. He has a lot more stories to share, and looking forward to getting some more of those out. So we welcome you to look at the playlist of the Standing Feather Stories, and then also the playlist of just the basics. That will introduce you to what we're about and why we're here.
Also, now, thanks to one of our trackers, we now have a webpage. You can type in PredatorBigfoot.com, and that PredatorBigfoot.com will take you to our new webpage with links.
still a few things under construction, but she's done a beautiful job, and we're so grateful for that. We didn't do anything. She did it all. We're so thankful for her for that. And that opens up a lot of other possibilities for us and a lot more ways to get the information out to you. We can't wait to fill it with albums of information and resources and things like that. So,
and all the new content, just like tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see. We ordered more DVDs because we thought we was out, but we're gonna be sending this one out to the gentleman. Hopefully, we get to meet him. But we do have more DVDs coming in, and we'll be making some more DVDs. So we may have another sale next month, September. Wait till we get everything back in, and maybe some more books ordered.
Or August or September?
August. I think August. Yeah. I don't know. I got my dates wrong.
Back to school sale.
Back to school. So August looks like we may have another sale with the DVD book combo, autograph book combo.
We're gonna have to order more books.
Yeah. We probably got about 10 left.
Yeah.
8, 5, something like that.
We'll count.
And we've given more books away and DVDs away to people we know who need it or who's that we just wanted to make sure that they were safe. Some places don't have the information that we have, so whenever we go to new places, we want to make sure that certain people or friends or family make sure that they all have the information. We sit down, talk with them, go around with them, look at their areas just to make them safer. So we may be able to get another book sale going on or a book DVD combination sale next month. Let's see. Also, if you'd like to become a Patreon member, the link is not in the description below. I didn't put that in there tonight. I was just kind of going over what
well,
we
and
were talking
at the last minute, it was so hot in the other room, we just decided to move everything into this one room that's close to the AC, and it's acting kind of goofy. So with the fan, so anyway, that's why we were kind of a little bit in disarray.
Yeah. That's why we have the fan on tonight. Also, if you'd like to support the TRAKER channel, there's Cash App or PayPal. Also, Super Chat and Super Thanks and all that. To me, that all seems like what the topic is, and if it's important to you, then but it's important to us because we're sharing this with the trackers. We need all of our trackers knowing what we know. But if you get a chance, and if you can, Super Chat or Super Thanks works. Also, and everything is appreciated. We do appreciate everything. And if you kept up with the channel, you know what we do with the funds. And plus, it helps us out and the little things that we need also. Also, again, this is the TRAKER channel. It's not an open forum. Tonight we are on a lesson again. So mods, be aware, be ready. We don't expect any problems.
Loren, I was trying to make you a mod, but I don't know what I was doing. I think I have to do that when we're, I don't know.
I might be able to do it on this one too. Also, we will be answering comments to. Yeah, I don't know how you.
Yeah, if we do it now, it looks like we're just going to throw you out of the room.
And we're not going to do that.
So we're not going to touch it.
But Loren, you are one of the mods. We will get that. We will get that fixed. So we will answer the questions related to the topic at the end. But in the beginning, right after this, we're going to do the comments. We want to say hello to everybody, see who's all here. Then we're going to start with the lesson for tonight, which is deciphering. And I know I was going to just blurt it all out and just do it all, but I thought we started talking that our trackers know what and how to decipher. So we're going to be asking for a little input from the trackers, and we'll explain it in just a minute. So let's get to the comments. Let's see who's all here. My voice is still hoarse from screaming
hollering
and
at the
yelling
games.
and at the game and everything that we do in the games and things like that. So I may be a couple of more days to where you're going to hear a funny voice from me. So bear with us, please. So, Lead Tracker E, let's get to saying hello to everybody.
We have Lorna in the room.
Lorna. Lorna's very first one. I thought
Her and War Chief
I
battle.
could have swore Cubinator was the first one.
I don't know.
Maybe that's in the comments, not in the chat. I don't know. But
We're just glad you're here, regardless. All of you.
and there's War Chief, of course. Good. Well, we're always happy to see our trackers here. Guess who is here?
Bob is here from the get-go.
Okay, so y'all have a good night. We're gonna close it up. And we just
Here
wanna
lately,
thank
every time Bob's come in the room, it's been right as we're leaving. But he got here at the start. He says, the last stream I was probing the predators behind the community hall. You couldn't think of any other way to put that. Okay.
Yeah,
They
I know.
were responding with high winds starting to circulate around.
Yeah, you could have worded that a little.
But really, you posted that story, and it was very, very interesting.
And we appreciate you being here,
We
Bob.
sure do.
Bob
And
knows what he's doing out there.
He's always trying to get the truth out to people.
JR is here. Look at this.
Hey, JR.
What's he say? Hi, Lorna. Couldn't beat you getting here first. Yeah, Lorna was. I think Lorna was there when we made the link 2 days ago or so. I don't know.
She's always there. It's good.
Everybody saying hello to each other. Everybody saying hello.
There's Q.
Hey, Cubinator. This is Halito, Jerry, Lead Horse. Williams, Lead Tracker E, Friends, Warriors, and Trackers. Halito is hello. And how are y'all doing? There's Lorna. Cubinator saying hello to everybody. JR. Uh-oh. Who do we got here?
Lyrical Jazzy.
We got a
That
Tracker.
cool song at the beginning was written. That's Lyrical Jazzy in the picture, and she wrote that song and created that, and that's her weapon of choice. And,
So you actually have Holly, Jazzy, and Nico.
yeah, they're a team, triple
Yeah,
threat.
triple threat
Between
right
those
there. I can just
Between those three.
imagine that group right there, and the father who's taking care of the family very well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We appreciate hearing
A
things
good
like
family. She says, "Miracle, lyrical, jazzy."
that.
LOL,
Lyrical,
love it.
lyrical.
Actually, I am. My parents tried to have kids for 10 years after my brother. The doctors said that they couldn't have any more kids, and then I came along.
And then I
That's
came
right.
along.
And then after you was Nico.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
What'd she say?
We're glad you're here. Oh yeah, doctors absolutely do not.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
And that's some things we're gonna be talking about tonight.
yeah. But some of the things we'll have to kind of code word just because YouTube's goofy, but
Yeah.
hopefully you'll understand the things we're saying. Cube says the Aussie doctors know less than the ones in the U.S. Lyrical Jazzy.
Mm-hmm.
JR says, I was going to say, I'm sure your mom and dad think of you as a miracle. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Miracle, lyrical, jazzy.
Miracle, lyrical. All right.
The fierce Bigfoot warrior. Oh,
War
War
Chief.
Chief says, Jazzy, that song was just great, little warrior. Pretty singing, too.
Yes, Miracle Jazzy.
She's going to have so many.
The fierce Bigfoot
She's probably
warrior.
going to have 10
That's
businesses going by the time she's
right.
done.
No, she go. I see big things for her.
Yeah.
Hollering. We've been talking about you so much, trying to break our computers, trying to get you on. It's everything that we're gonna figure it out. It's just your link is not showing up when we put
We
it
try
as
to
a
search
mod.
it to go out, like to go to your page to make you moderator.
But I was also
And
using a
here
different
it's too
computer,
late. Yeah.
and now that we're home, that we can use the big computer, and I think it'll work out better if I can copy. I couldn't copy on this one and paste it, so I should be able to copy and paste on the bigger one. Now that we have access to that. Everybody's saying hello to Isla Ren. Blanquito.
Hey,
Blanquito.
Blanquito.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Hola.
Hola. Bien condiciones.
Bendiciones.
Bendiciones. Everybody saying hello to Blanquito. Blanquito saying hello to everybody.
Tracker
Tracker
Lorna says Jazzy's so talented.
Hey, guess who's here?
Night Stars is here. Hey
Alright.
guys.
Not sirs, I think that's your ringtone now. Blanquito says, hey, Cubinator. Not Star. Oh, Not Stars is saying that's the best song. How about that, Lyrical Jazzy?
So cool.
That was cool at the end. Thank you. Yeah, we added that.
Yeah,
at
we
the
didn't
end.
see that coming.
Well,
The lyrics and all the didn't added at the end about Mama Bear and
yeah,
Cub.
Mama Bear and Cub.
Yeah, because you didn't even give yourselves credit.
I know. We're like, hey, what happened to that? So everybody's saying hello to Blanquito and Not Stars. Saying hello to Tracker Lorna. Great intro. Yeah, I like both of them too. Everybody's saying hello to each other. He better say he likes the intro even more now.
Cool. It also gives us a little more time there.
Hey, yeah.
In the beginning.
So
sometimes those minutes came in handy tonight.
do you think it'd be okay if we do that from now on?
Sure, I have no problem.
If it's okay with you, Lyrical Jazzy, we and Holly, that we may add that to the beginning before we do our beginning, because we like it too.
We sure do.
Not Stars. Everybody's saying hello to Not Stars. Everybody's saying hello. And she says that she is doing good. Thank you for asking. Not Stars saying hello to Bob. Hey, there's Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
All right, Jennifer Lee.
Say good evening, everyone. Good evening, Jennifer.
Good evening,
That's
Jennifer.
a hard-working woman.
Sure is. Sure is.
Hard-working just physically around herself and also at getting the truth out.
You know, Lee Tracker E was one that's, she just thought of something. She was tapping it in. And I said, go ahead and send it to her. And talking about Jennifer, or talking about you, Jennifer, and Lee Tracker E said, it's 12:30
It's like
in the
1:30
morning.
in the morning. I'm
I
not
said,
going to
she's
text
probably
you
up.
tonight.
She's probably up.
No. But there are some times we actually don't think, and we might send one too late at night, and we try not to do that. Sometimes we just don't notice the time.
Yeah, we don't. Sometimes, and some of our trackers will tell you, they'll look at our green light or whatever. It's 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and we're still up. But we're trying to get something finished, or sometimes we don't want to even stop until we get finished with a project, and sometimes that's 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning.
Or sometimes we fell asleep early and
just use that
get
time.
Back up and work in the night.
Yeah. Also, it's cooler to work in the night.
Yeah, that's
also.
true.
And Cubinator is doing cold time. No. He says warm despite the bitter cold here. Fighting fit for the trolls. Laugh out loud. So if we have any trolls,
Cube's in the mood.
Y'all know what to do. And there's a lot
He's
of
ready to rumble.
There's a lot of wrenches and what I forgot what that's called with the two spiky balls that Jazzy was using. But we've got some's got spears, some got tomahawks, battle axes.
We're gonna get the little clip of the wrench throwing the Night Star sent us.
Yeah, we're gonna use that one too.
Jennifer says, still getting used to not sleeping too much, listening for things outside, but got my solar lights out, so it's getting better. Good.
All right, good job. And you're
good. She's doing her best too. We're so proud of you. She's doing her best to warn everybody that's around her in that little section that doesn't even know what they're looking at. Yeah. And we know she's probably getting a side eye from some people, but she's tough and she doesn't care. She's like us. She'd rather warn, and if they take it, fine. If they don't, fine.
Yeah, and these things are real. So, Lyrical Jazzy says, I'm cool. Laugh out loud. Dad put up a second AC in the house. Been a hot past few days. Oh,
yeah, and
we
the
understand.
Poor people that from the hurricane that are still without lights.
Yeah.
Some just got some today, and it's been a week. But you know it's way too hot to have nothing, so they don't even have fans, a lot of them. So
Yeah.
we're blessed. We're so blessed.
We are, and if you got to do
Pray for
that,
those people.
consolidate, get into one room, get some plastic and put it over your window so the heat doesn't escape. Everybody just hang out in the living room, or you know, just I would even, if it had to be, just everyone move into the living room, shut off your bedrooms, you know, keep those doors shut.
Yeah.
Just use the area that you need. Kind of like wintertime if you have to do it.
Yeah.
Lyrical Jazzy says it rained yesterday.
It got even more humid. Oh
Got
yeah.
even more humid. Uh-oh. This is going a little slow, so we
Cube
may
said,
just read.
Yeah. Let's move down and move past all the greeting ones.
Okay.
This is just
JR says, I have my rubber chicken ready. Got to work with what's at hand. That's right.
That's right.
You not star says Lee. Use oil and say a verse from the Bible over yourself before sleep. Oh, Jennifer Lee. Okay. Yeah, definitely say a prayer over yourself. That will protect you regardless of anything else. Tracker Lorna says we're going into another heat wave, 33 Celsius and up. Too hot for me. It is. Ooh. Lee is saying that she has a couple of nightmares, but she distracts it off and do deliverance prayers. And try not to dream. Try not to dream. Pull yourself out of that dream. And know it's a trap. Most of them are traps. So.
Yeah.
And they're trying to pull you.
Say specific prayers if you haven't already before you go to sleep to not dream, or the only dreams from the Lord get through.
Okay, and everybody was saying if they can hear us.
And Jennifer, if you do also get up and move around, roll over to your other side, do something to change so you don't just go right back to sleep and end up in the same dream or nightmare.
Yeah, just like Lee Tracker, he said, if you have a nightmare, get up and move your body, get in different positions. Even if you may even switch the head to the feet. Mm-hmm. But if you go back to sleep, you're going right back into that same dream.
And I don't know if there's anything you can do about it, or the placement of your bed or anything like that, but I've also heard that more than once that if your head is facing north, it can, for some reason, that causes more fitful sleep.
Everybody's talking about how much sweat they sweat so much they swim outside.
Jazzy, thank you for putting those links in. Thank you very much. We're telling you, she's gonna have so many businesses. She's a little powerhouse.
Yeah.
She's gonna run an empire someday. Only if she wanted to.
Yeah.
If anybody would even want to.
Oh, he's talking about the experts doing those stupid things in the bush.
Says, I see a lot of Yowie channel experts doing mind-blowingly stupid things out in the bush here. Yes, that's why it would be really good if you would get your page going too for
a YouTube group page, YouTube, and we'll all subscribe to that.
We sure will.
Because we know you're going to be telling the truth and you know what you're doing. And that's also one thing too. I'm sorry, man. I was just going to say that all of the trackers who graduated the course, you're all teachers. You know more than the other trackers. You know more than the other Bigfoot groups, as you would say. You have more information. You're all teachers.
How to identify and how to deter.
Yeah, y'all should be teaching, which you are, because we have seen a lot of, even Jennifer, with her information, she's still teaching and helping people in the area. Yeah. Also.
Night Star says that. Oh, she's comfy in her wheelchair. Wait. Night Stars is comfy in her wheelchair with her sack of wrenches.
Yeah, we watched that video. That was funny.
I don't know what the wheelchair is about, though.
The movie dog.
Oh, that one. Duh.
Throwing the wrenches.
I'm telling you, Yeah, and I was just talking about it. Okay, yeah, that clip. There'll have to be some editing in that clip, but it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
She says that was a cool story. How you came across the standing feather, absolutely amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. It was. And the web page is up right there.
that's
Thank you.
just so cool.
Thank you for going there and looking at it.
And all your hard work on that. You saved
Yeah.
us years of muddling through ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you, Jazzy. She's smiling. Big smile. Isla Wren said, "It's okay. Heart. Word Chief is ready.
We've got
Cuban
tomahawks,
Air is
wrenches.
ready. Wrenches.
Oh, Morning Star is the
Morning
name of the weapon that
Star.
Lyrical Jazzy has.
Oh, wow.
It says, woo, Bob's here in the beginning.
Bob's here in the beginning. All right. And Lyrical Jazzy said that would be awesome. I would be honored. What was that?
Jennifer says, no late is, oh, she's talking about, I think, showing the video at the beginning of.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Lee says, Jennifer says, no late is too late. Don't tell him that.
Don't tell. If you know Bob, last couple times, he's like, hey, how's everybody doing? We're going,
No, I think she's talking about for sending messages.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Some people wakes them up and makes them mad, but now we know that she's not one of them.
Okay, good. Good. Oh,
so
good.
We'll send it as we're thinking of it.
Yeah, because it was like about 12:30. I'm like, she's probably still awake. Cuban Airs, thank you, Jerry and Ella. And we got something going on here.
Lyrical Jazzy knew what we were talking about. She says, are the wrenches in wheelchair like dodgeball? My mom is. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes.
That's it. And Tracker Lorna, her pointed staff is ready. So,
good.
And that goes out to all the.
That catches us all up.
So tonight, we're going to do a little deciphering. But we also. Oh, she said, "Oh yeah, laugh out loud, yeah." We're going to be deciphering. Let me see if I got this right here. Maybe it's a little darker here. Oh, it's darker. We're going to be deciphering this image right here. It's a very well-known configuration, I guess you would call it. It's something that we all know about. It's something that we know about, but we don't know about it. We know about it, but we don't know about it. So tonight we're going to do some deciphering, and also we've already been explaining in the past on what to do and what we've been doing in the past and all the trackers. We started you on the minerals and showed you how to use that healing system. And this configuration that we're going to be deciphering tonight, which I've already done this years ago. This is back in 2020. But we was watching a YouTube stream, and some woman was just mad. I mean, really, really upset because she had accepted something. We're trying to be careful.
I think we can say the jab without getting in trouble.
Can we say that?
I think so.
If we don't get monetized, we don't get monetized, I guess.
Right.
So that's out the window. So if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. So
the 2020 event.
We'll call it the 2020 jab, right? And here's at the very bottom. Let me get that off. You can see the date, November the 2nd, 2020.
Can I say that that arm belongs to someone who was not the sexiest man in the world, that he was voted by?
That
we
arm.
have no idea who that person.
That person. Yeah, and we didn't put his face on here.
No, and there's no other face in the world like it.
No other face in the world like it.
Maybe in Ratatouille, but.
Okay, and you don't have to write too much down. We got everything pretty well broken down for you, so we won't need the pencil and paper. But You can always revert back to this later if you want to explain this to somebody. Now, I think we're going to play a little charades game real fast. Everybody knows charades. Pictionary. Okay, yeah.
Charades is acting out. We're not charades.
Okay.
It's too hot.
We're not acting out. Okay. Oh, actually, let me use
it. Okay.
We can use the small one. Yeah. Okay, so.
Do you want that pen, or is it a good one?
Yeah, it's a bit okay. Now, what Pictionary? It's what called Pictionary.
I think so.
Is it Pictionary?
We're gonna draw it out and.
Okay. Now this, if you can tell me a few
look at
things.
Jazzy.
Oh, yeah.
We need to just turn the show over.
All right,
Jazzy.
never mind. Y'all have a good night.
We're out.
I want to thank you for coming in
Jazzy,
here.
take over.
Jazzy apparently is giving all the answers. So
Yes.
yes,
Go ahead.
Jazzy. Yes, Jazzy.
No, what that means though is you paid attention in class.
Yeah.
Awesome, and you retained it.
You did very well. But let's play Pictionary. What? Give me a couple of words for this. What would this be if we was in Pictionary? If I was drawing this, what would I be drawing? It's a couple of things, and we're just gonna have a little fun with it because it's Lyrical Jazzy's already taking care of it, but we want people to
Yeah, well, the people that didn't take the class.
Yeah, there's some people didn't take the class.
They don't know what that means.
So we're going to comments and we're going to do a little, and we'll get to that 55-65 in just a minute, Lyrical Jazzy. Is it charades? No, it's not charades. It's Pictionary, right?
Yeah,
Pictionary.
we're calling it Pictionary.
We almost did charades, or I almost thought it was charades.
This fan's making my nose run.
Okay, so this is called a what? And there's different names for something like this. So just tell us what you would think that is. And it's not a trick question. Just blurt it out. What you.
What's your first thought when you see that?
First thought when you see this, your cat limit lowered. And every time I put this up, like this, or try to do it like that, you're like right there. So you may have to rise up. Okay, so we've got a two-dimensional square, and we got a square. Okay, that's great. That's almost what we're looking for. But what else would this be called? Quadrilateral square. Okay, good. Okay, let's do it like this. We can add words like children would be playing with a couple of these. Children would be playing with these. If you gave a child one of these, what would it be? And sometimes you may even see, now this is not, but you may even see that on it, or, a child plays with these things. A child plays.
There you go. Thank
all
you,
right, Word Chief.
Okay, now they all got it.
All right, so cute. That's
Mom
good
said
too.
Quadrilateral,
I know.
two-dimensional square. You guys
our trackers are
y'all.
too advanced. You're too advanced, and we know that. So
Cody says parallelogram.
Look at everybody. You're all too intelligent. So, but this is good. This is how we're gonna figure this out really easy now.
I'm fixing to show this sweet comment that somehow we scrolled past. Thank you for that, Jennifer. I just wanted that on the screen.
What is that?
She says, thank you, God, for these strong, calm, prayerful leaders.
Thank you. Wow.
Okay.
She said, "Oh, a block." Laugh out loud. Yeah, there's many words in there. If I was playing the Pictionary, I would have said square also. I would have said, but we would all eventually come to a block. So now that we got the block, now what would this be called? What would this be called?
And
now,
Holly, there's one block next to another, touching.
They're all touching. They're all connected. The first one's a block,
So that would be a block.
and they're all connected. They're all
Connected.
connected.
Chain, blockchain. There we go. Chain of blocks,
Hey,
blockchain.
chain of blocks.
Blockchain, that's right.
Or a blockchain.
There we go. We're all on the same page.
Ooh, what a group. Okay, now.
Sideways tower. Yes, also.
Also.
Lyrical Jamesy says.
Now on this block, there is a missing piece right there. So we're going to have to pay attention to, there's a missing piece to this blockchain that we're looking at. So let me go over to pictures here. And everyone is correct, because at the very top, if you're looking at the very top up here, you will see this is a segment, a little segment that's taken out of that top thing, the top blockchain. I'm left-handed. Okay, in the very front of that, you're going to see that there's some missing. That piece is coming out. Now remember, in all of these photos, everything is exact. Everything is a symbol. Everything is a meaning of something else. So, right here at the top, now you got the HIV up there, minus the liter, and that's water. That's transference, movement. Now that number at the very top, I think I may be able to get that to blow up a little better. That number at the very top, no, I didn't get it. Okay, so this little piece, whoops, sorry. So this little piece right here, missing from the blockchain, this little piece right here is moving. Now remember, everything is exact. When people or scientists are working on equations and algorithms, they're not going over there. They're going, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, and so on. So when you see these dots and dashes on this board, we have to realize that these dots and dashes all have meaning. They're not just put up there. They're not just, it's not an accident. They're not just dashing through there and saying, oh, now we're going to put it over here and then one over here. We have to count the dashes because the numbers have meaning as well. So now we have a piece. We have a piece of that chain that's on the top that's using water to move let's see. Okay, so we're gonna Okay, so now we're looking at that top chain, that top lock. We're looking, now we're going to count those numbers. We're going to count the dots. Maybe I can blow it up. We're going to count those dots. And what we're getting is the number 13. You can count them yourself. That one little dot by the arrow is also anything that has to do with a point is a predator or a injection or a puncture. So that line that's coming down, the line that's coming down, the missing, not the missing, but the piece that is being taken from that block chain is being taken and put into something else. So this is, and if you look at it, it comes down to the number 65. So we're also going to have to use the Fibonacci sequence to understand what the 55 is. And if everyone knows the Fibonacci, it's 0, then 0 plus 1, and then 0 plus 1 plus 1, and then, or what was it? Oh, 0 plus 2 equals 3, and then 3 plus, or 2 plus 3 equals 5, and then 3 plus 5 equals 8, and then 5 plus 8 equals 13. That's a big number for right now because we just did 13 dots, so we have to know what that 13 is also, and we'll get to that in just a second. So 13 plus 8 is 21. And we all know how when we get to the number 13, 21, 34, is that right? 13 plus 21 equals 34. And then 21 plus 34 equals 55. And I'm going to put this up for just a second. There's the 0 plus 1, and then the 2, then 2 plus 3 equals 5, then 3 plus 5 equals 8. Then to the 13. And this is what I was talking about on the other side. We're splitting the 13, we're splitting the 21, we're splitting the 34, and we're splitting the 55. Now, the 55 is the male side and the woman's side. Two of the 5 elements joining together to create a vessel of hope that is now ready for the soul to enter into the body, the spiritual body that is you, that is inside what the mother and the father has made for the new vessel, for the new child. So that number 55 is very important for this configuration. But we also see with the 13 that there is a 65, and Lyrical Jazzy was a little ahead, but she got it correct. And let me see if I can get that everybody's
Aren't these answers wonderful?
everybody's already given the answers and everything. I'm going, wait.
That just means you did a wonderful job teaching them.
Okay.
You know?
We can look at it that way.
Yeah, and they're all just so sharp.
Because we're like, well, we.
But there will be other people to watch the video.
Okay. Let's see. Where do we have this one at?
There it is.
Here we go. And this was by Lyrical Jazzy just a little while ago. She said, "Is it 55 and 65 predator DNA?" You are correct. 55 is us. 65 is not us. 65 is something else. 65 is this. 65 is that. And even intruder, a parasite intruder. Yeah. A parasite intruder.
Hey, Shauna, didn't even see you come in the room.
Oh, hey, Shauna. How are you doing? Good to see you, Shauna. Yeah, everybody just...
And we put the link to the Spider Squatch DNA video that we did in the past. And we've touched on these things on the regular live streams in the past too, but we couldn't remember exactly which ones had it. Didn't really have time, but we do know that we talk about some of this also in that link right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the Spider Squatch DNA video to watch at another time. And it's also in our Just the Basics playlist. And thank you, Jennifer, for even bringing up that idea, because a bunch of people have thanked us for doing that. A playlist of just the basics to get, because with so many streams, you don't know where to start. So that was a great idea, and we just didn't even pay attention that we didn't have anything like that. So well done.
Thank you for that.
I like that DNA transference, natural to unnatural.
Yeah, and then that's
hand
what
of God to not hand of God.
And that's what we're getting to. Lyrical Jazzy says, Jerry and Ella, you taught very well. That's the only reason that I can answer. Great teachers. Thank you so much. And it's something too. Here, I thought it was going to be a little complicated, and everybody's giving the answers before we even get to them. So, and this is a special group also.
3 o'clock in the morning, he's going to be smiling over there saying, could you believe that?
Could you believe that? We said that before.
Yeah.
There was a time that we was given a presentation and we didn't have time to answer the questions. And when we went back to the comments,
y'all had already covered it all.
We didn't have to say anything. It was so great. Let's see what that was. You should.
Says we pay attention.
Yeah, and some of the notes and the figurations and the answers that y'all, it just looked all professional. Everything. Everybody did their homework. So now we have that 13 coming down, and that's the 65. Now what they're showing in the middle. I hate using all the paper.
No, it's okay. Use as much as you need.
And so now,
so Holly, it basically looks like if a circle were an egg, or if an egg were a circle, it's 3 circles inside each other.
Or organism.
Single cell organism. ORGANISM.
Okay, so what we are looking for, a single cell organism. This is a half picture of a single cell organism.
So, Holly, you took those 3 concentric rings and you sliced them down in the center. And pull it apart. So you've got 3 half circle concentric, half rings.
Okay, so also, we just want everybody to know that the outside circle, I'm going to put little rings around it.
So if this were an egg, this would be the shell.
Yeah, this, for a single cell organism, which is us, which is man, any baby starts off at a single cell organism. That outside that we circled and made little rings around, that's God. That's what holds this together. Without God, everything separates. But God is also your immune system. You're supposed to be immune from viruses. You're supposed to be immune from bacteria. You're supposed to be immune from fungus and spores and parasites. You're supposed to be immune to them. And trackers, we're on our certain foods. 7.5, you see my pH balance just the other day before the games. 7.5 or higher, that means that you're alkaline. That means your body fights these things and it doesn't get attacked anymore. When your body has what it needs, it attacks viruses, it attacks bacteria. Your white blood cells are doing their job. Your body becomes a weapon. It becomes electrified. It becomes energized, and it attacks these things.
Hey, Bernard.
So.
Oh, and Edward Kung Fu also is in here.
Okay.
2 of y'all snuck in. Glad y'all are here.
Let's see. Shauna's saying hi. Edward's saying, God bless you and your family. Praying for you all.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Bernard is here. Everybody's saying hello to each other.
Hopefully you're feeling better, Bernard.
Yes. Lyrical Jazzy said they picked up some of that alkaline water that Cheetah suggested also. All right.
Good.
And Platinum Dwarf is here.
Hi, Platinum Dwarf.
All right. Everybody stay safe.
Thank you. You too.
All righty. So now that is our immune system. Around each cell, we have an immune system. Each cell has an immune system. It's not just the overall body. It's every little cell has an immune system. And when your immune system is up, it's you can't get through it. It'll electrify you. It'll fight you. It'll attack you if you try to invade or a parasite, or a predator parasite. If that tries to invade, it gets shocked. It gets electrified. It gets engulfed. It gets destroyed. So now this is a 55. This is the 5-5. 5-5, and that middle that slash down the middle, that's the extra one. That's the extra person coming in.
So Holly, the center circle has a slice through it, or well, all 3 circles do. And on one side of the center circle is the number 5, and on the opposite side of the line is also number 5.
So that's what we are, 55. That's man. That's us. We're 55. But there's a 65 in here now that's been taken from something else and into the 13, which the 13, I thing I got it written. 13. The 3 equals B or a baby. Now, the number 13, if you look at it kind of like that, if you wrote it like that, that in electrical systems, that is the symbol for movement. That's also the number 13 for the baby, or the 1/3. And that is a baby. It's, well, if you understand the Fibonacci, the 1 and the 3 is, 1 is one size, got its worked out elements of life, and the 3 is the 2 and the 1, which is the other side, or the woman's side. They develop at the same time, but it looks like one comes after the other, but it's the male and then the female, but it's all done simultaneously. So the 3 is a bee or a baby, but that 13, that those dots at 13, that's motion or transference. The number 4 number means death. Let's see if I got this. Means death. Now, the 55 plus 15, or the 1 and the 5, which is the 1 is a foreign or a predator that is in the blood. Now, 65 equals tomb or a predator. So it's a parasite that's clinging on to that blood. It's a parasite. Now, the 1 is it's a foreign substance, and that's taken from that top block. It's coming down to the 13. It's coming down to the baby. It's coming down to the single cell organism. It's coming into it. I'm going to read that middle part, that the 55 is the 2 5s joining.
So, Holly, if you had 2 circles and you slid them slightly over each other, so it's like a Venn diagram.
Yeah, if you
They're overlapping, and so it's got basically the eye shape, and what's the name for that in the center?
it's called the vesicle piscis.
Yes.
But if you get like your 2 fingers, your pointing fingers and your thumb, make 2 circles and almost make them go completely over each other, you'll slide them together, you will make the vesicle piscis, which is a joining of the man and the woman. It's the joining to create that cell, that spot in the middle. That spot in the middle, which is that is you. The 5 and the 5 is a male and a female together, and that's once that cell is together, that's us. In every blood cell, it's not just one cell; it's every blood cell is us. Now, and the 65 is a tomb or a predator. We're taking that blockchain, we're bringing it down. Now here we see the very center. We have a 55 and a 65 inside that cell. We have a 55 and a 65 inside that cell. We all know that that 65 is not supposed to be there. Only the 55 should be in that center, in that single cell organism. But there's something else that got inside that blood cell. And that immune system keeps these predators out. What's that thing you can get at Tractor Supply? That ivermectin. That's something that a lot of people need to use if you did get the jab. Is that what we call it?
Yeah.
If you did get that, you need ivermectin. You need to get your pH level back above 7.5. You need to have your body fighting these things and not being fed upon. So now we have a 55 and a 65 that's inside. That 65 got inside that blood cell. Now here on the, we're going to look at that bottom left, because here is the complete thing that we're looking at. Is that same? Okay, so you got the TNF and the electrical, or the shock, or what we would call the movement to the cell. This is an injection or a traumatic entry. This is the movement to the cell. This is how does this predator get into our bodies? Two ways to get in through that body is through a puncture or an injection or a forced trauma. That means someone forcing this into your, pouring it down your throat, or, as you know, besides the puncture or the jab, they were forcing and traumatically breaking into the membranes. They were putting predators, little small predator parasites, into the membranes, the cells. Once it got in there, it starts moving, and this, I've seen a lot of aneurysms, heart attacks, and things like that. Lungs, things like that. But it's through an injection or a traumatic entry, and that's the shock. That's the line. That's the point. And with the HIV and the leader and all that, it's also talking about using a virus to help get into the body. So they're mixing a virus with a predator DNA to get inside the body through an injection or a puncture or a traumatic, what did I put on there? Or a traumatic entry. And we're going to go up to the ones just a little top, the KB. The NF and the KB. Now, let's see where I got it right here. Now, the NF is to neutralize the frequency, or to split it, to get this, and this is talking about 5G, but to neutralize the frequency. We need, or that this predator needs to split or make an opening into a single cell organism, into our bodies. The negative KB is minus the predator gene to feed, reproduce, and expand. And the letter K is also, let's see, the letter K in the right side is also called a blackwater, or it's a blackwater predator gene, the letter K. And it also says when a human, not man, but when a human was developed from an animal, the letter K is the representation of the split hoofed foot where the first toe began to form for a predator human. Now, this is not man. This is another predator that looks like man, in man's image. They're called man-like, mankind, or kind of like man, but they're not man. So that letter K is a blackwater. This is and the blackwater also has to do with the spider, the cosmic spider, the black water, the what we call space is black water. The spider is in the black water that comes through. And this is the predator parasite that is being used to infiltrate into everybody. And it feeds off people from the inside. So it needs to neutralize the frequency. It needs to get inside. It needs to split that cell. It needs to enter into that cell. So now when you got the 55 and the 65 in that cell that's in the very middle, there's not room for two. That 55 is there and it's supposed to be there. That's the vessel. But now there's a predator that's inside, that got inside that cell also. And now what that predator does is every blood cell, it gets in, all it needs is to get into one blood cell. Now, when it gets into that one blood cell, and this is through a weak immune system, I would say 99% of all people in the United States, around the world, have a deficiency or a weak immune system. If it's not at 7.5, you have a weak immune system. You can be attacked. Now, when this predator gets into that cell, it begins to feed on the blood from the inside. It also begins to breed or make other parasites while inside that one blood cell. Now, once this predator, it is just going to keep making more parasites and more parasites and more parasites until that blood cell pops open, comes open, explodes open, burst. And when that burst happens, that predator gene, that predator parasite, all of those new parasites that were made inside that blood cell that just got released, they're all going to find another blood cell, another blood cell, another blood cell, another blood cell. And it continues to do this until the victim is deceased. But this parasite will also travel to try to get up on the control areas where the atlas is or where your heart is. It wants to be at every major blood flow center where blood comes in. And this is where people are going to have their aneurysms, where that blood flows together. These parasites are going to be there trying to get as much blood as they can, just to feed and just to produce more parasites.
Exactly, Jazzy. She said it replicates.
It
Exactly.
replicates. It sure does. So now we have in the very center, this is what we're looking at. We have that. Now, let's look at where it's going. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So Holly, from the split circle, so now we're still with the half circle, half, you know, and now there's dashes coming out from it, and there's 13 of them.
And this is the part that we're talking about. There's 13 dots coming down from that top chain. That's a predator. Now it's talking about the 55 and the 65, but this is the important part also. We have to look at that outside shell, which is our immune system. This outside shell right here. Now, at the very top, I'm going to take that thing off. There you go. So at the very top, we have the separation of the cell, the 55 and the 65. But we're also looking at that the 65 splits the cell and begins to reproduce until the single cell expands and separates from the outer protective shell. That outer protective shell is the immune system. And once that immune system's off, that predator just has that blood to. There's nothing protecting anything after that. These predators are expanding throughout the body. They're going to every location that has oxygen, has blood, the meeting points, and then it just replicates and just expands. It goes throughout the body. It's not a virus, it's a parasite that's going throughout the body. That separation, that's the goal, to get inside the blood cell. Now, this jab that has been going around, it's a parasite that they're putting into everybody. And so many people lined up voluntarily to get this.
Yeah, and so many people were forced.
And a lot of people were forced also.
Threatening to lose their jobs, threatening to take away their kids.
So this configuration, it's a well-known configuration. It's been out there. This has been out there for a while. Also, let's look at the hand here, the two hands. As we said, if someone wanted to just take a picture beside that configuration, they would just hands down, looking at the camera, whatever. But if you're doing something like this in your camera, or doing something like this for that picture, the symbology is you're pointing, you're doing something. There's a reason why you're pointing right there. Hands, the things that people wear, you always have to look at everything about that picture.
In these famous pictures.
In the famous pictures, yeah. These are not just pictures that are just put out there. These are specifically and symbolically, and if you don't know the Fibonacci sequence, it go right past you.
So this photo is cropped from a famous photo of the not sexiest man in America, as he was named in Newsweek, I think, or U.S. That was really, really pushing the jab.
Yeah. So with his right hand, also you can see that he is
Very specifically pointing.
very specifically
In
pointing.
certain areas, it's a staged photo for a purpose.
And now also, if I'm doing this, like I got this pen, I put this pen. This is in hand. This is in my hand. This is in hand. This is a point or a puncture or a point or a pin. This is a puncture or a pin. And this is in hand.
So, Holly, he's resting the pen in his hand when he's saying in hand, and he's poking it at you when he's saying it's a point or it's a puncture.
So it's either in hand or it's in the mind. And that's where the jab was placed. And when they hold you and inject, or you're in hand, you're getting the puncture and you're getting in hand. And this is also biblical. It also goes back to the mark of the beast. But you people who did take this, you can get rid of this. And some people have already passed away from it. But it all has to do with your immune system and those parasites. You have to get those parasites out. You have to get your immune system up. We're talking about doing a stream tomorrow on just doing that, but that may be up to everyone else.
Yeah.
Because most,
We could also re-release a healing. We've done healing streams.
Yeah.
Several times.
We could do that.
Put those back out.
So I think we'll re-release the healing segments that we did also on how to get your immune system up, what plants you're supposed to be eating. Specifically, it's not just eating better, it's eating specific plants for your deficiencies, because everyone has a different deficiency unless you all arrived on the same day.
Not all one size fits all people.
Yeah. Just like the diabetic community, if you start getting high blood pressure, they put you on diabetic medicine right away. They don't teach you what you need to eat, what you need to drink, specifically for you. They have one pill for all, and this goes for every race, every age. You get that same pill, and if it doesn't control it, they're going to increase it and increase it. And I've seen heart attack after heart attack after heart attack when they've increased it. And some of my friends have passed away from that medication. So
Edward, he says, do we get this from 6 or a shot? I came late. Yeah, we're talking about what happened in 2020, that everybody, or so many were forced or manipulated into taking. We got to be sorry for the code words or, the cryptic language, because we don't want the video removed because of censorship. But yes, we're talking about that, and then later people getting sick afterwards too. We're supposed to not be the live thing, but you can't be around anybody in case they catch it from you, which makes zero sense.
And even with the nosebleeds and things like that, that's access to those blood cells. So they were doing things on purpose.
They weren't just testing; they were injecting. They were putting things in, not just taking things out. Good, Edward. Good.
Which one? Yeah.
He says he did not take the thing.
Oh, good. I didn't either. I went and locked myself in a room.
Lyrical Jazzy says what we had to take during the toilet paper rush of 2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
Madness.
Everybody's like, going, what's toilet paper?
The great toilet paper rush.
And, but everybody who was thinking about it going, isn't this a viral?
Yeah.
So why do we need to
That's the first thing people run for. Any catastrophe.
Well, yeah, I guess that is. Catastrophe, let's load up there.
Load up on toilets.
So I thought this was going to be a little harder.
They're already.
People had us down before the first 5 minutes. So we have to understand that the jab does have a predator inside of it. It's to get inside the blood cells and separate the immune system. And if you got a weak system, it's going to happen quicker. People with strong immune systems, you're going to fight this off faster if you use the ivermectin. Like War Chief, he said he was done with 3 days. Usually about 2 days for me.
Really, everyone should be doing some kind of anti-parasitic.
Yeah.
Because everyone's gotten it. You can't avoid them, so you have to get rid of them. And you can research all the different ways you can do that too, besides the ivermectin for that specific thing. But that's not going to be the last thing that they try to put in people.
Oh yeah.
They got away with that. They already have other plans for other things. And the things they spray on our food and in our sky. And, so we can't control all that, but we can control what we at least put into our body and into our mind.
Yeah.
Building up our immune system physically and spiritually is going to be the only way.
And it's easy to do. We if you don't have our healing booklet, you can. We'll put our email.
Sure.
And you can send us an email. We will send you.
Let's do the predator. Let's do the email that goes with the website or the.
If I can link it, I don't know if I can.
Okay, just do it your way.
Okay, just for now.
And we were talking about even on the grander scale, the Earth itself is set up the same way. They're trying to break through that barrier that keeps us protected. And, we all saw that with the eclipse, and then aiming at the moon. If they want to bust it wide open, they want that veil torn so that it's just free for all for attack from the enemy, from the predators.
Now our predators.
So that's on the major scale.
We got to know everything. There's predators that are trying to get inside us this big. This reminds me of that movie, and I haven't watched this movie. It kind of, I just eaten and I just couldn't do it. It's a new movie that's coming out, or it's out now. I think on, whatever, you'll find it. It's called Spaceman. And that's
Starman?
Spaceman. With Adam Sandler. If you just look at the previews, you'll understand what we're talking about.
If you know anything about the cosmic spider.
Yeah, that Spaceman is a human. He's not a man. He's a human.
And you're going to be seeing more and more and more references to spiders happening.
Sure will. They have to let you know before things happen.
Yeah. That way they can say, well, we told them they didn't. They're so stupid. Just like a meth head. Well, they shouldn't have left the door open. They shouldn't have showed me where the jewelry was. It's their fault.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Just like this. They're saying, well, we showed them.
Yeah.
We put it right there in front of them.
Go back to that picture and show them exactly. Now that you made that super clear of what the picture of in his hand and.
Yeah. So here, and this has been out in public. I remember when a friend at that time had sent it to my phone. No, sent it to another person. Another person sent it to me and said, would you take a look at this? I looked at it and I was like, it took me about 5 minutes. I said, yeah, this is a predator that is trying to get in, or they're going to put it inside a cell to break it apart and let it feed. And at that time, we were just getting word of what was coming. And when we heard about the jab and everything, we knew that this predator was here already, and that people were if you didn't want to lose your job, they would inject you or force it up your nose, or even just to give you that test. Is still putting that parasite into you.
So this photo shows him with it in hand and the pointing. That's what Jerry, the point with the pen that you were doing a while ago.
Yeah.
I want to make sure they know that that's what you were talking about right there, that photo.
And even the eraser that's in hand, that's inside in hand, and the injection. But if you're on the minerals, eating your certain foods, this goes away because your body becomes alkaline, it becomes electrified, it becomes a weapon for you. And all of our trackers, as far as we know, is using the system or is eating certain foods to keep our immune system up so that we don't get sick. And if you have been on this, you honestly, you could tell us when the last time you were sick. Now, when we have heard that some trackers were
Every time.
a little under the weather or something, we'll say, well, are you taking your minerals? And they'll say,
Oh,
well,
no, I need to get back on that.
I need to get back on those. And we'll say, okay, well.
And we just look at each other.
I know, we're like, what? What? When you tell us you're sick, we're going, okay, what's, they're not doing something. And always at the minerals, they slacked off on the minerals, or, even went around sick people while slacked off from the minerals.
There's common sense things too.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you can't avoid it. It's just part of your job, or shopping,
or even grandkids or kids. They'll bring it home to you. But if you're on the healing system, that your immune system is a lot higher than anyone else's, you're not going to get as sick as, say, if you have a house full of 4 people, if you're the only one on that system, you're going to notice they're going to the doctor, they're getting sick, but you're okay, or you may be around them and you're going to get over it quick. Your body go work for you. It's like a
machine, a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, your body is like Lee Tracker, he said, a well-oiled machine that's ready for war. It's ready for anything that wants to come into your body. That's what we want for everybody. So tomorrow we're going to hook up, we're going to or maybe even tonight, re-release parts of the healing system.
The email that he put in there, if you don't have the healing booklet yet, let us know, and we'll have a few copies left. And we'll mail one out, or no, but we send PDF.
Yeah, we'll send the PDF.
Send a PDF.
Yeah. Real quick, real simple. We don't mind sending it out. But it does look like we're starting to glitch. So we're going to do the comments. So you know what this thing is. You know how to start defeating it. If people don't listen to you, that's all you can do is give them the information. That's all we're doing is giving you the information of what these configurations are that have been put right in front of us. But it's up to us to understand the language or the configuration or the Fibonacci sequence. It's up to us to know that. But they put it right in front of us. So we'll go to comments and we'll see.
I think we're caught up on most of them. Okay. Edward says, an old doc, he had told him not to take it. That's good. An old school one.
Good.
A lot of them were getting threatened to have their licenses taken away if they didn't follow the script. They're trying to bust the firmament. Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like it. Yeah, it's the same thing.
From the tiniest cells in our bodies, that firmament.
Yeah.
To the worldly scale.
Yeah. It's all the same. Yeah, belief it sure is.
Jazzy says they put out soft disclosures, exactly, but only someone will notice them. Only some will notice them exactly, right?
Yeah, and if when we see these things and they come up, pay attention. They're not putting it out just to show you something.
If you see one visual photo being shown over and over and over again, and the media is just all picking up on it and pushing it, there's some symbology in that photo, and there's other things to look. They've got messages in those,
And
you know, besides in our movies. And
they don't mind
everything
putting it
else.
in front of you if you don't know what it is.
No, and they think it's funny, actually.
Yeah, and this is why we say all of our trackers, we have to know symbols, we have to know signs, we have to know ancient languages, we have to know ancient hieroglyphs, we have to know how to read sky maps, we have to know how to decipher stone tablets, Egyptian digit zodiacs, everything.
It's really the first time we're the first generation that has been, or, you know, in current history, that it's even had the ability to have access to all this information.
Oh yeah.
So that's really exciting. It can be what was meant for evil, you know, we can use for good to share news and it really is an information war.
It is. Edward Kung Fu Mashburn. You know, I've heard Edward a couple times.
Yeah, he's been in his. Okay. It's just been a little while. He says he has a friend that talked to him on eating good food. Good.
Okay. Use our link. But
I was going to say, if you want that, to find out exactly, specifically what you need for you, based on when you were born, you know, get a hold of us, send something to that email link and ask for that.
And we'll send you that healing booklet.
Yeah, we don't charge for it or anything.
No, we want everybody healthy.
Yeah. Platinum Dwarf says evil for sure, but rich and able to empty genius. Or employ genius. I think you meant employ genius.
Imply?
Yeah, they'll, if they can corrupt a scientist or take all their knowledge, they'll use it and get rid of that scientist.
Sure will.
And then they'll leave the, you know, if they can't corrupt one, they take their knowledge and get rid of them. And the ones they can corrupt follow the script. War Chief says, research the thing before you agree to take it. Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
and know that, and they'll get mad too if you ask questions. They want to put something into your body, and they don't want you to ask about it. That's the wrong doctor.
I got some poison ivy on my face one time, and they wanted to give me an injection. I think it was steroids or something. But I asked them, or they said I had an allergy or something, and they was wanting to inject me with something. I said, well, what's in the injection? What is, you know, what's the ingredient in it? And they're
yeah.
And I said, well, why are you gonna give it to me? Yeah. That's it. So I said, no, not me. I don't want it. I'll tough it out. Edward says,
how can I get the book you were talking about? He has passed away. Would that be your friend's passed away? And you're talking about the healing booklet? We just send, he's going to put the link in again for the email address. Contact that email address, and then we'll have yours, and we will send you an electronic copy of that, PDF version of that. Edward. Lyrical Jazzy says even the graduation cap is a symbol. Yep, everything.
Sure
absolutely
is.
Everything.
It's a square, and it's like in the Masonic order, it's the first step, the first square.
Q says we have to know our Bible. Yeah, you can see the Bible your entire life and never get to the end. There's always more in there.
Yeah, that's why we kind of wonder why the pastors always have to be first or something, and they could be right before it's time to have church, and there's so much in the Bible, everything's got to be talked about.
Did you ever run out of it?
Yeah, okay. There's always
like
something.
that they're looking for inspiration. Or, you know, I heard the other day, you want to know what God says, open the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear from God, open the Bible.
Yeah. And Lisa says, are they spraying X in the sky about Bigfoots? I'm wondering. Chemtrails or chemtrails for sure, but
We've seen
we have
X's,
more X's.
asterisks, pentagrams,
Pentagram,
the Anarchy A.
everything. Yeah, everything. But they're spraying over us
Definitely.
daily. And hey, that's we're gonna talk about the tracker meeting or
What?
about the.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about something. And
Let's
here,
go ahead and get rid of your holo ho because they're ignorant.
who wants to take your whole?
I
whole
can't
out?
see introducing yourself in that way to the
Yeah,
group. So
not
you have
this
poor
chat.
manners and are not here to learn.
So someone use your weapon and
Someone take the 12-year-old out of the room.
take them out.
Our mods will be fighting over which one gets to knock them out first.
Yeah, and Lyrical Jazzy's listed. That Spiritual Warriors Path book. Oh, that's awesome.
Graybeard's in the room.
Graybeard is here.
Mods, why is your holo ho still in here?
Yeah.
Please. Just above Jazzy's comment there. Just above Jazzy's link.
Let's see what Graybeard is doing.
I could take them out, but I know you guys will enjoy it.
I know. And I'm kind of want to take
We
them
don't
myself.
appreciate bodily function jokes. It's just ignorance.
And we want them blocked from the channel, not just the comment taking. Let's see. Graybeard says, "Hi all. I came in late. We'll have to watch the replay. Hope all is well. The sky spray is said to be barium and aluminum and chemical symbols in which are a ball." Okay, we're getting a little off topic here. Now we're talking about skies and things like that.
Okay, we
So
got them out.
We don't want to get off topic.
So remember, mods, that you click on the 3 dots and block them from the channel so that they don't come back. You know, a lot of them have a bunch of fake accounts, but let them wear themselves out. We block them each
I
time.
don't know if you got them, but Lyrical Jazzy was.
Yeah.
She was on it.
Good.
She used her, what's it called?
He's took out.
He took out, I think he got hit with the, let me see, what was it?
Graybeard says, "Hi all, I came in late and we'll have to watch the replay. Hope all are well. The sky spray is said to be barium and aluminum, the chemical symbols of which are Baal." Exactly. Jennifer says, "Jesus owns the skies. Predator is stealing." Where am I at? Stealing, lying, and destroying, just like Bible says, Matthew 28. Jesus says he was given all power. That's right.
That's what it was, a morning star flail.
Morning star.
That's what she used to take out some guy. YOLO.
Cube says, "Couldn't see block, hit him, but he needs gone." Yeah, you just click on the 3 dots on their name and it'll give you an option to remove. It might not say block. Sometimes it seems like it says block. Sometimes it says remove. What? Lyrical Jazzy says, "Got hit by the morning star." That's right.
Check me out.
Good.
Okay, so I think
All right. We're going to wrap it up.
We know that everybody knows now what this thing is and what you can do about it. If you don't have a healing booklet, you can send to that email. We'll send it out to you.
And then you'll know specifically what food's for you.
And we're also going to uplink or put out the link to the healing system.
Yes, the healing system. And then also, Edward, give your birth month and day. We don't need the year, but
You can do that right here also.
Yeah, when you were born is when, how we know which minerals that you're going to be deficient in.
Okay. Everybody's laughing about Lyrical Jazzy taking them out with the Morning Star.
Are you still in here, Edward?
Edward. He just says okay.
And if not, even on the email, we can get it from him too.
Yeah, either way. And we don't mind sending that out. It's not a problem.
Okay.
So
we're going to go ahead and say our prayer.
should we play Lyrical Jazzies before we do the ending?
We can do it as we exit. It can be our exit. Either way you want to do it.
Okay, we're going to play Lyrical Jazzies one more time, and then we're just going to be using it for the beginning from now on. But we're going to play one more time because this is the one that's got the extra ending where we thank also the other trackers who created the video.
Yep. So, yes, we're going to show one more time. Thank you, Lyrical Jazzy, for making such a wonderful thing. God bless you too, Edward. All of you. Yep. Oh,
Okay.
say the prayer real quick and then play it?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. Father, just thank you for this wonderful group of people. Open the eyes of the ignorant ones that just try to stop knowledge from going forth, Lord. Either open their eyes or move them out of the way. And we thank you for that. We thank you for building strong bodies for us, that you keep us healthy, mentally and physically and spiritually, Lord. We thank you for that. We just thank you for it all. We know you have everything under control and that absolutely nothing surprises you. In Jesus' name, amen.
And don't forget, Trackers, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone. We do have a Tracker meeting, and we'll see you then. Everybody have a great night, Warriors.
Enjoy the video that Miracle Lyrical Jazzy made.
Lyrical.
Good night, everyone. We love y'all. Good night, Warriors.
Good night, Warriors.
Or good.
If you're evil and you're on the rise, you can count on the tracking team taking you down. Cause we're going to evil never beats us. We'll win the fight and then go out for pizzas. Cause we are the tracking team. We always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in the Trackers, War Chief, Lorna Q, and Night Stars and Jerry Nella. If you could only know what they really are when they arrived on Earth from that cosmic spider, we were amazed to find how dangerous they really are. And we will protect our kind, and if we will protect our Earth, and we will protect our Earth, and we will protect you. They are not against us, we are the tracking team. We always say and if you think we can, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of Truth Burger and Super Chicken.
so beautiful.
The way this movement.
So weird. The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.